Well, welcome to a new channel that I'm just setting up, and this channel is going to be about using chargers and using them to hopefully get to S+. So I'm a pretty average player. I've been playing Splatoon for many years, actually, since Splatoon 1 came out. I'm not quite a day oneer, but very, very close to a day oneer. So what this is going to be all about is just... it's going to give everybody hope that wanted to use a charger and to hopefully excel using it. And so I'm going to be starting off brand new account. I do have a couple of other accounts that I play Splatoon on, and well, let me just pick something that's just seems to be pretty cool. Whatever for that. Doesn't matter. This is all just fluff to me. Let's stick with the standard stuff, and yeah, whatever. And oops, I was just a little too quick about that one. Here we go. I like the little buddy. I finished the offline portion, and it's a cool little story, and it kind of gives you an idea what's the mechanics of the game, what it's all about. If you're kind of new to Splatoon and Splatoon 3 or the Splatoon franchise itself. So really what I'm going to be trying to do with this whole series here is to try to prove that anybody can use a charger and hopefully do some success and excel with it. And so I've done it just recently with another one. I managed to get to A. It's just simply using a charger, A minus, A plus, whatever it was. And with my other account, which I use every other weapon, I'm an S plus. So I'm a pretty average player, or whatever you want to call me. It's pretty lenient. The game of Splatoon is pretty lenient when it comes to progressing in the game. You could get killed, so you could lose a bunch of matches, but still be able to progress, because especially at the lower ranks, you lose far less than you gain. So it's really easy to level up in terms of moving up from, say, C to B to A and beyond. It gets a little more challenging, a little slower once you get to S+, but it's very easy. If I could have got to S+, anybody could get there. And just hope that everybody that does play Splatoon understands that motion controls is where it's at. Sticks, get out of here if you're a sticks player, because it is absolute trash. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm just starting from scratch. Did this not too long ago, so I understand what the whole purpose of this is. It's just to get you acquainted to the game itself. It's Splatoon. Nothing spectacular. I'll be getting to Inkopolis in just a second. Gotta wait for the train to come by and I have to get on. And just wait it out. So, yeah, so here we are. This is really just the beginning of Splatoon. Nothing spectacular here. We just wait it out. Keep waiting. So, ultimately, my favorite charger weapon is an E-liter, and right now there's only the vanilla version that has the ink mine and the wave breaker, and so that's the one I prefer to use. That's my favorite charger, and obviously that's not going to be available to me from the get-go, because the first charger that will be available to me once I do reach that particular level is going to be the Splat Charger, and I do like it a little bit. I just hate the range that is accompanying with it. I'm so used to the range that you get with the E-liter. I don't know, I just feel so much better in my hands than does the Splat Charger, but I'm going to have to do it with what I can. I'm going to have to level up as fast as possible to get to a point where I could actually use the Splatterscope? No, the Splattershot, sorry. I don't like the scope version, I like the Splattershot. Scopes, I'm not a big fan of them. So I'm going to try to get the Splattershot, and once I get that, I'm going to carry that all the way to level 18, where I can then buy the E-liter and hopefully take that all the way to S+. But that's the goal. Let's see if I can manage to do this. I do, obviously, you can see I'm going to miss a heck of a lot of shots. I am a pretty average player, so again, this is going to just be a way for anybody out there just to see who can, or sorry, give you hope that you could actually make some games if you want to be a charger, a main charger. And yeah, let's have some fun. One charging weapon that I'm not a big fan of is the short range weapon. I forget what it's called. whatever it is, Squiffer, that's it. I can't use that very well for whatever reason. Did I have a bamboozler in this? I don't recall seeing one. But yeah, it is what it is. So let's just get it to it. I'm now level 1. I'm starting from the very bottom. The only thing I can have access to right now is the Splattershot Jr, which is a cool weapon on its own. But I want to get to the point where I can start using some chargers, right? So here we are. Let's start it off. Let's get into a room with a bunch of noobs. In fact, I don't even have a name yet. I'm just called player. So I think I have to finish one match, if I recall correctly, in order to be given a name, and then from there we could kind of start. The goal to get to S+ with a charger. So here we are. Let's start this guy off. It's going to be turf war. Nothing spectacular here, so it's going to be tough to grind it out in turf war, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta start off the very bottom. Let's hope these little guys here can help me get to where I gotta get to. So let's see what I can do. I see somebody there. Oh, come back here. Oh, look, I'm gonna be targeted here. That's a crab. So just for people that aren't aware, you can knock out the crab with one shot if you do it on the head. So again, E-leader, absolutely tremendous for that. You know, you're able just to, if you're if you have just laser accuracy, you can just nail them and yeah, they're done. Let's see who come out on top in this first match. Let's see what, oh, is there somebody here? I gotta fix my controls. It's not set up to sensitivity I prefer it to be, so that's going to be something I'm going to change. And yeah, I'm kind of a chicken when it comes to this game. I like to not die too much, and I don't really dive headfirst into conflict, but I just did so well. Oh. I prefer to die less, if that makes sense. Take a few less kills, but I guess it could be annoying. Really gonna get them angry. No ninja squid with me. That poor guy, he had no idea where it was coming from. Oh! I got whacked. Quick respawn. I'm used to having Punisher, respawn Punisher, so I too get the negative benefits or negative effects of being killed or splatted. I like the respawn Punisher, especially with the E-leader, because I tend to die far less with that weapon and kill more than I die. So I like to really lay it on. Oh, get back here. Invade their base. Got one guy that's going to be coming up their spawn in just a second. I'm going to be cognizant of that. And yeah, this is going to be fun. Let's just make them angry. Oh, traded. Too bad. If I got him, I was ready to get that jumper. But can I still use my jumper? No, I didn't jump to that guy. Looks like my teammates are really doing well. I don't want to deal with any when it just comes out of spawn and deal with the shield. Oh, I overcommitted there, but it's the end. We pretty much won this one. So let's start off. Oh, a wipe up on 18. Very good. It's a good way to start it off. And here we are. We won our first match. What is going to be my name? Well, I think I have one in mind. Let's just watch what happens here and see what I got, how many points, the whole 9 yards. Did I get the most splats? Let's see. I hope I did. My teammates seem to be pretty active in that match. 10 splats, not too bad. Yeah, alright, level 2. So I got an idea what the battles are like. Gotta choose a nickname, let's go do it. And my nickname is gonna be, that's the name on a console. My daughter created this one. We're gonna call myself, ooh, Bitcoiner. I like that. I don't think it's something that's offensive. I believe it falls and it within the guidelines, and it doesn't cause any issues with restrictions. So yeah, let's just go ahead with it. I'm gonna roll the dice here. I'm Bitcoiner. All right. I'm gonna go check out Sheldon. So I'm curious to see when I could buy a Splattershot. And so from there, then I'll have an idea where I'm at, and I'm just going to grind. Oh, I can get it right now. I wasn't aware that it was available at the get-go. Yeah. So really the items available to me is going to be pretty weak. It's going to be like the hat, the shirt, and the boots, or the shoes are going to only have one subcategory I could plug in, so it's going to be pretty weak. But we'll start with this Splat Charger. Here we are. Alright, so the charging career has begun. Let's see what I could... Oh, I can't get anything till level 4. Alright, no biggie. Let's just go right back to it and grind away to level 4. Let's see how quick this can be done. And I haven't used the Splat Charger in a while. I've been using the E-liter for the past little while. So, oh man, it is... The range is just abysmal in comparison to the E-liter, but whatever. I'll also make do with what I can here. This is going to be fun. Let's rock and roll. And going forward, I'm going to try to do these live, and maybe on Twitch and YouTube. We'll see what happens. But for this one, it's just going to be... This is the pilot episode, so it's going to be added to YouTube. I may just edit a few parts out. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Or just keep it as natural as possible without making any edits. Oh, see, this is where I love the E-liter. I can just stand up here and just rip them apart. Oh, somebody is... Blaster, I see. Oh. I don't want to test that. Oh, I got somebody that's on my rear end there. I'm going to hang it on this guy. We trade now. Let's just jump right into the middle of it. I like to keep myself with a little bit of a backup just in case, so I can run back. Got that first kill with a charger. And a wipeout. Man, my team is 2 matches in a row where my team is just blocking. Good for them. Well, good for me, actually. But anyway, I'm going to take a... Oh, communication error has occurred. Here we go. This is the bane of players playing Splatoon. Even though my connection is pretty good, I don't have any connection issues for the most part. I do a lot of streaming and everything at home. But yet, still, periodically, I get booted out of Splatoon. I think it's more of a game network issue more than anything else. Just something you're gonna have to deal with. And what is the absolute worst is when your teammates get kicked out or the opponents get kicked out within the first minute of a match. Then the match is basically null and void, and it just kicks you out. Back to the lobby to start again. It's essentially just a waste of time, and it sucks. Looks like we're up against an E-liter. Don't know if it's a scope or not, but man, oh man, we're in for it. Because if I'm in for it, because I can't compete against his range, so I'm gonna have to be a little crafty in my approach with dealing with him. But I think we could manage something. We got somebody coming up over here. Slosher? Oh, sloshing machine. That's an absolute amazing weapon in this game. Especially coupled with the fizzy bomb. Oh. Yeah, you could do lots of damage with that weapon. Keep your opponents at bay. Oh, here comes a booyah bomb. I don't miss that. I'm back here. There's somebody to the right over there, I believe. Unless I'm wrong. That's okay. I'm gonna try to take up a defensive position. Oh, let's see if we can. I was hoping to charge up quickly because my weapon charges up at a much faster time than it does the E-liter, so I was trying to catch him by surprise. Didn't work. He smashed me. And no biggie. see what we gotta deal with here. Ooh, we got some work that we cut out for us. I can't really counter that guy's range. So like I said, we gotta be crafty in our approach. Alright, let's go. Yeah, that was a Nautilus that far correctly. Yeah. Tap him to death. Let's see if I can take up the defensive position here. Oh, I'm sneaking now. That's where I wish I had my leader. Range. Let me down with this weapon. No big deal. Oh, looks like I'm gonna get whipped here. Oh no, I survived somehow. Very lucky. Very lucky. Let's see what we got here. The leader put up an incline up there. One of us triggered it. Oh man, we're not gonna do too well this match because that's 25. He's dead. Oh, I thought he would have died from that. Nah, it's not too close. Looks like my team and I didn't do it. We lost. I think. The cat will... Oh, you know what? I think we may have come out on top. It's gonna be close. Wasn't as close as I thought. We did come out on top. Interesting. Alright, number 1 overall splatter with the Splattershot. So there we go. Off to a decent start to the Charger career. Let's see what happens here. See if we can carry this success on to the next match and beyond. So level 4 is where the first step is going to come into play, where I could then get some new gear, and then we could kind of tailor stuff towards building this character. Again, I like the respawn Punisher. That's my favorite when using the E-Leader weapon, because I tend not to die too much with that weapon. So because of that, I will then try to, you know, keep the opponents in the spawn or in the respawn stage as much as possible and give our team a chance for victory. And yeah, I just can't wait to get that E-Leader again. This weapon is quick to charge up, but that range is weak. Really weak. The last match I didn't use my special as much as I think I wanted to. I kind of forgot it for the most part. And the ink vacuum is cool. It's you can make a big area that the enemy just can't get near. It's great for tower control and several other ones where, you know, when you're trying to rank up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, the Splattershot. Splattershot Pro, Splasher, another Slosher machine. So the Splasher, okay, pronounce that correctly. Wow, if you could play that well, you could be such a nuisance to the opponents. And I just can't play it well. Already that guy's... He sees me, he knows where I am. There's the Splasher. Oh. The Dapple Doolies. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I got the Dapple. Good spot for the E-Leaders over here. You can just sit back and just use your range to your advantage. But unfortunately, this weapon doesn't have that same luxury, so you gotta be a little bit closer to the action and just be aware of your opponents. There's one up the top here. vacuum this stuff up. Oh, I did a bad thing there. Ooh. If I could get a shot in. Yeah, there it is. He's gonna aim at me, I think. Nope. I got him. Oh no. One thing I like about this weapon, it's not as thirsty as others. Like, sorry, as like the E-liter. E-liter, you can get 4 full charge shots off without any special gear, and that's it. This you can get more than that, which is nice. So you don't have to have the luxury of just picking and choosing your shots. You can just randomly start shooting like that, and hope for the best. The E-liter, not so much. You got to be a little bit more aware of the limitations of that weapon. Let's see if I can top shot him. Well, that helped at least. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, this is Splattershot, not weekend. I'm not gonna. Well, my teammates help me out. Thank you. So here's a good spot, another good spot for the E-liter, but for the Splattershot, man, just not really the greatest. Let's see if I get back at it. Oh. Big push towards the end, and we got bombed. Oh well. Too bad, so sad. And you can see my bomb smack dab in the middle that I threw. I left my mark on this map. Not a big fan of this map, though. I do like the other one that's in rotation here. I prefer that than this. Almost level 3. Alright, let's see what we can get next match. Seems people are dropping quite a bit after we finish the matches. We don't have more than 2 or 3 people left. Stay on for the next map, next match, which is okay. I guess these lower ranked people are, I don't know, just in and out. I like fiddling in this room here and just seeing what sort of range, how far I could shoot. I know with the E-liter, it's just, oh man, I could just hit quite a few more that are further away than this weapon. I keep harping on it. I like the E-liter. Very cool weapon. And again, I have to say, I feel like I'm just an average player. So if you do have intentions of being a charger, yeah, if I could have, if I could have some moderate success with it, hopefully you can too. Again, the same map. Oh well. Let's see. Well, one thing I'm not a fan of is the Tenta missiles. Oh, sometimes if you get a spam of those, your opponent's just shooting them like you spam. It just makes it such an annoying game, and it's hard. Oh, this guy's gonna try to make my life miserable. And there's the Bootuber, yeah. Tough weapon to use, I find. So that's a Tenta missile weapon if I recall correctly. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I don't know if that guy got me good. The tries, and that was a good shot because I was standing on the grades, so. He had to have hit me direct with the 3 projectiles. Very difficult to do. I gotta give that gentleman credit. Let's see if I can make his... Oh, get out of here. Ah! Splatted, I'm trying. I like that name. Very cool. Very cool. I'm trying. Kinda sounds like what I'm trying to do. I'm trying. Get out of here. Uh-oh. If I could flank over here, I might have a chance to whack them. You got me good. You got me good. The dual squelchers. They have good range. I think that's an awesome weapon to use to do a squelcher. If you can master that, you could be a really good player. You could control it. There's a killer whale. Others down here is... let's see. Just randomly paint a few spots, see if we can expose anybody. Let's see. I hit him, but I didn't fully charge. Alright. Oh shoot, if I was fully charged, I would have killed that guy. But, too bad, so sad, wasn't it? No way. Let's see if I can just... oh, missed that shot. We lost again. No, no. This ain't good. Alright, I'm very angry now. I'm going to have to really pick up the pace for the next match. I'm just very angry now. Urgh. Okay, level up. I'm going to just take a break for a moment, get some water, and I'll be back in a moment.